Hey, aloha kakahiaka, aloha and good morning. It's a gorgeous day up here in the mountains of Volcano on the Mauna Loa side over here on Mokuokeawe. And I gotta tell you, I hope you got your book. I know several friends went and got this book. I've been really thinking about you and how this book could really help all of us. I want to check it out with you. So we're going to start our deep dive. Thanks for getting the book, Our Rights to Self-Determination. And before I go any further, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Where's Your Aloha? And I'm going to continue with my deep dive on this thing. So yesterday, I showed you this book, A Hawaiian Manifesto, Our Rights to Self-Determination by Ann Keala Kelly. And we read what the definition of self-determination is. It's the determination of one's mind or will by itself toward an object or the action of people in deciding its own form of government. Free determination of statehood postulated as a right. And this comes from the Oxford English Dictionary. There are two competing narratives in Hawaii. One is Hawaiian, one is American, and there's a good chance that the one most people know bears little resemblance to the truth, burdened by a history of deceit and cruelty, as are all colonized places. Truth is a matter of convenience here, not a moral imperative. All right, you guys know I'm a DJ, so I want you to picture this with me. This really caught my heart. In Hawaii 78, a somber song written 45 years ago, Hawaiians are asked to see Hawaii through the eyes of our kings and queens. Israel Kamakawiwa Ole, one of our most beloved singer, songwriter, musicians, recorded his version a century after the overthrow. Brother Is, as we call him, has been gone since 97. But Hawaiian eyes still turn soft and misty when we hear the lilt of his voice singing. Could you just imagine if they were around and saw highways on their sacred grounds? How would they feel? Yes, and then our throats get tight when he rolls up on the refrain. Could their smiles be content then cry? Cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away. And then yet you'll find Hawaii. Is's ethereal testimony to Hawaiian grief and loss haunts us. We experience the song as both lament and anthem. Like many Hawaiian songs, it urges us to remember. And in that remembering, we are inspired to resist, to rise. Ours is a bittersweet heritage of great hope and promise, reduced to fragmented and repressed memories, living as a free people in our homeland for millennia. Instead of freedoms, Hawaiians experience layer upon layer of oppressive forces that steadily erode our ways of belonging and knowing what it means to be Hawaiian. For over a century, Hawaiians have endured ceaseless pressure from the U.S. government to assimilate or disappear and to surrender our rights as a people and a nation. One irrefutable fact about our history is that the Hawaiian people never wanted to be American. There has never been a point in time when that wasn't true, including right now. Another truth is that the generational sorrow and resistance that inspires countless Hawaiian songs like Hawaii 78 has a date and place of origin. Although it is one of the easiest events in history to ignore, the first time the United States of America forcibly challenged the leadership of a foreign state was here in Hawaii. These days, that act is blithely referred to as regime change. But Uncle Sam's maiden foray into controlling other nation states with military might and puppet government began on January 16th, 1893. Late that afternoon, more than 160 Marines from the U.S. Boston, an American warship anchored in Honolulu Harbor, were ordered ashore by John L. Stevens, the U.S. ambassador to the Hawaiian Kingdom, with rifles, ammunition, artillery, and medical supplies. They were the armed muscle deployed to facilitate the Hawaiian Kingdom's head of state, Queen Liliuokalani, and her government. Until that day in 1893, the only legal relationship the Hawaiian Kingdom had with the United States of America was outlined in mutually binding government-to-government agreements. This is evidenced by the international treaties of trade, commerce, navigation, banking, postal convention, signed by both nations in 1826. What took place in Honolulu was, as President Grover Cleveland later said, an unprovoked, quote, act of war, end quote, an illegal overthrow of a peaceful nation in violation of the international laws all state-to-state treaties are premised on. When Liliuokalani awoke that morning, she had no way of knowing that by 5 p.m., those laws would be shredded, up would become down, and traitors would lay waste to the truth of her country and her people. Okay, we're going to stop there. Tomorrow's segment is going to be about our ali'i, Hawaiian royalty, our rights to self-determination, a Hawaiian manifesto. Check it out at kuleanaworks.com. The author is Ann Keala Kelly. We're doing the deep dive into this Hawaiian manifesto that I really believe that every single Kanaka should have this book. UH should be teaching it in their classes. It should be a Kamehameha school staple, and all the immersion schools should have this book. Unless, of course, they're only giving lip service to self-determination. Hey, I love you. See you tomorrow. I gotta go do some work on the farm now. Mwah! Aloha!